Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. Uh,
Good morning and Jain, sir.
Good morning and Jain, sir.
Morning and Jain, sir.
so yesterday I was shared some that means a PDF file in your group regarding revised syllabus of mathematics, and some of the topic is reduced and some of the chapter is completely that means cancelled by the CBSE due to this COVID-19 pandemic period. So here, such as just in set theory, you learned about that difference of sets, symmetric difference, and there are so many properties which you learned there, and also that means the cross product like A cross A cross A. So all that topics are cancelled here, means reduced there from your syllabus, and also the principle of mathematical induction chapter which you already study up to
Fully reduced.
that means previous classes, so that that complete chapter is omitted, understand. So don't worry about it, it be omitted, but you know how you prove that type of result. That's good, that is good for you, understand. And in the same way, in complex number, some of the topic is come cancelled, such as polar representation of complex number, modulus of complex number, argument of complex number. So all that that means topics are completely omitted from this year, understand. And in the same way, in trigonometry, which you already study about trigonometric equation, trigonometric equation. So trigonometric equation is completely omitted. Okay, so चलो ये तो अच्छा है आपके लिए जो कि आपने ये सारी चीज पढ़ लिए हो पहले से ही, सो दैट इज गुड फॉर यू। और अगर समय मिलेगा हमको, एंड ऑल्सो रूट ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, हाउ यू फाइंड द स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ एनी कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, सो दैट टॉपिक इज ऑल्सो कैंसिल। So अगर समय मिलता है extra, so we have to discuss all that topic with you, and that is for your knowledge, and in competition that means such type of questions are also asked, so you have to know all that things. So चलो ठीक है, सीबीएसई ने इसको हटा दिया है, लेकिन आप अपने तरफ से इन सारे चीजों को जरूर से पढ़ना बेटा, ठीक है। Okay, so let's just start with complex number. So if you are think about the complex number and you know about so many different type of number system, means natural number. So if there be a natural number, so what are the need of integer for that? If you know about that means natural number, so why the existence of integer or rational number, or that means rational number, irrational number, and then you studying about the real number, and after that the new number, that means here complex number is also come to existence. So what type of difficulty you face there when you have a natural number and all that things, understand. So if you what is the need of complex numbers? So if you are think about it, so just you think it one by one. If you have a natural number, then why the integers are comes into your existence, understand. So let us discuss it one by one, and in this way here you see that oh yeah, that this is the reason why the complex numbers are invented by the mathematician, one of the mathematician, Euler's, E-U-L-E-R, Euler's. So suppose if you have two natural number A and B, suppose if you have two natural numbers A and B, and here you are saying that A is greater than B, A is greater than B, and you have two natural number, and if A and B belongs to natural number and the relation in between them is A is greater than B, so if you want to find that means equation x plus A is equal to B. If you have an equation like that, x plus A is equal to B, so in this case, you cannot find the value of x. You cannot find the value of x. If you have A and B are natural number, so no doubt the value of x is also natural number here. But with the under this condition, when A and B are natural number, so if you want to find the value of x, here you have B minus A. Here you have B minus A, so that is not natural number. It means the value of x here obtained is not a natural number. Understand? That's why there be the other number, means there be a need of other number which is integer. So if you are saying that yes, if A and B are integers, so in that case you are able to find the value of x is equal to B minus A, which is negative integer. So yes, it is defined. It is defined. So in this way you can say that the x is defined here. Understand? So here you have a natural number, and in this way, under this condition, there be a need of that means integer. Okay. So if you have an integer, then why are you think about the rational number? So for that, if you have a solution or the equation in this way, suppose if you have ax is equal to b, ax is equal to b, and you can say that a is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0 means except 0, A can have any value. So if you want to find the value of x, so you have the result like B by A. So if you are saying A and B are integer, so there is no any value of x which belongs to integer here. So here you have B by A, so there be, in this way you can say that there be a existence of rational number. So if you have a rational number, or you can say that A and B are rational number, so you can say that very easily, yes, it is rational number. So if A and B are taken just like a rational number, so you can find its value very easily. Understand? So if it is integer, you can't say that yes, x is an integer type of solution. So this type of value of x is obtained, then you have a number such as rational number. So in this way, there be a need of rational number. Okay. Now for the other example, so if you have a rational number, so why are you think about irrational number? So for irrational number, you can say that if you have a solution like that, x square is equal to 2, x square is equal to 2, understand, or x square is equal to 5. So if you have such type of solution, so what you write? So x can be written as plus minus root 2, plus minus root 2, and root 2 is not rational, it is irrational number. So that's why there be a need of irrational number, and the mathematician work on that type of numbers. Understand? So there be a need of rational number. In the same way, if you are a number like in between the rational and irrational, means if you have you have so many equations in which when you solve the equation, you see that the value of x is rational and irrational both, or sometime the value of x is obtained just like in between rational and irrational numbers. So in this way you can say that there be a need of other number which is known as real number. Real number. And after the real number, if they solve so many different type of quadratic equations, so that type of situations for finding the values of x is happening while finding the quadratic equation. Here you see that there are two values of x, and suppose one of the value is rational and the other is irrational. So in combined way, you can say that all they are real number. All they are real number. Okay. So so for that, if you have an equation like that, x square plus 1 is equal to 0, x square plus 1 is equal to 0. So here you see that x square is equal to minus 1. X square is equal to minus 1, but there is no any real number whose square is negative. There is no any real number whose square is negative. So if are you saying that, oh, the solution is not possible? Yes, real solution is not possible, but there be a possibility that you can solve its value. Okay, so the mathematics in one of the mathematician Euler's that means invent that yes, the value of this minus 1 can be taken as I square. This I is known as iota, IOTA. Iota. Understand? So the Euler's that means invent that, oh, that one of the number means I, if minus 1 is taken as I square, yes, so in that case the value of x is to be obtained. The value of x is to be obtained as plus minus I. Plus minus I. So this type of I is taken here as just imaginary number. So that is known as imaginary number, and Euler's identify or that defined the values of I square as minus 1, and in this way you can say that there be the existence of complex number. And in this topic here you see that oh, in the why the need of complex number. So in this way the difficulty of such type of solutions are sorted out by the that is invention of this complex number. Okay, so are you getting what are the need of this complex number?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the such type of difficulty, to remove such type of difficulty, there be the invention of a complex number. Understand? So here you can say that this minus 1 can be taken as I square, which is where I is known as iota, which is a imaginary number that we said by the mathematician Euler's, EULER. So first of all, that we introduce by Euler's. Okay. Now your next topic in complex number is, so first of all you trying to find the values of iota for the different integral powers, different its integral powers. Understand? So how you find the different powers of I when there be important result I square is equal to minus 1. So write next heading, integral powers of I. Yes, note it. Integral powers of I. So first you write iota, and that iota is I. Write in this way your heading, integral powers of I. Okay, so because that are important points, so you write it in this way, I square is equal to minus 1. Here you have one of the result, I square is equal to minus 1. So if you have I cube, so that can be written as I into I square, and is equal to I into minus 1, so that is equal to minus I. The value of I cube is equal to minus I, value of I square is equal to minus 1. And in the same way, I to the power 4 is equal to I into I cube, and is equal to I into minus I, which is equal to 1. Because here you have minus I square, and the value of I square is equal to minus 1. So minus and minus becomes positive. So here you have I to the power 4 is equal to 1. I to the power 4 is equal to 1. So here you see that the value of I to the power 4 is equal to 1. That's why for all the integral powers of I which is greater than 4 can be obtained by dividing that power by 4. By dividing that power by 4. So just that means derive the result whenever your integral power is greater than 4. So suppose if you have any result like that, I to the power n. Suppose here you have I to the power n, and this n is what? Greater than 4. This n is greater than 4, suppose. Understand? So how you find the values of I to the power n, or you can say the value of that power of I which is greater than 4. So what you do in that case? So if here you have n is greater than 4, so you divide that n by 4. So first you divide that n by 4, and suppose your quotient is m. Suppose if you divide, your quotient becomes m, and your remainder is r. Suppose if you divide n by 4, so you have a result like that. Your quotient is m and remainder is r. So by the division algorithm which you study in class 10, so you can very easily write it as n is equal to 4 times of m plus r. 4 times of m plus r. Understand? And you also know the result about that remainder in division, Euclid's division lemma. You already know about it. So that r is what? Greater or equal to 0 and less than 4. What do you know about this r? R is greater or equal to 0 and less than 4. And in place of m, here you can write 4m plus r. So just you write here I to the power 4m plus r, and that can be written as I to the power 4 whole power m into I to the power r, into I to the power r. And the value of I to the power 4 is 1. So here you have 1 to the power m into I to the power r, and the value of 1 to the power m means what? 1. So here you have I to the power r, and that value of r is lying between, means either it be 0 or that be lesser than 4. So with the help of this formula, you can very easily find that type of result. Means I to the power r is the value of here I to the power n. And if you that means reduce your power like that, means in a factor of 4, you can very easily find its value, because you know that the value of I to the power 4 becomes 1. Understand? So this is your important point for evaluating the value of integral power of iota, that is I. बेटा ये स्टेप समझ में आ गया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay बेटे, so you note it.
Yes, sir.
इसको नोट कर लो आप बेटा. Note all that things and write this division, rough work of this division also. This help you to build up this concept.
Done, sir.
Okay, beta.
Done, sir.
Yes, done.
Sir.
Okay, beta. So here you see that here you have all the powers of I is positive integer, means I square, I cube, I to the power 4, and in the same way you can write here I to the power n. But how you simplifying it when you have your negative powers? You see it. Okay. So suppose if you have I to the power minus 1. Suppose if you have I to the power minus 1. So I to the power minus 1 can be written as 1 upon I. That can be written as 1 upon I. Understand? Now, this is to be simplified. So how you simplify it? You have to divide numerator and denominator by I. So you can write I upon I square. Here you have I square upon I square, and you know the value of I square is -1, so that can be written as minus I. So here you see that the value of I to the power -1, or simply 1 upon I, or 1 upon I is equal to minus I. So you learn this result also. That is also very important result. So 1 upon I is equal to minus I. In the same way, if you have I to the power -2, so I to the power -2 can be written as 1 upon I square, and that is equal to -1. That is equal to -1. And I to the power -4, so you have 1 to the power -4, and that is equal to 1. That is equal to 1. And if you have I to the power 0, so you note that point also. So the value of I to the power 0, it can be written as 1. Okay? So all that are negative powers. But if you have a power that is greater than 4 in negative, so you have a result like that, I to the power -n. So the y to the power -n can be written as 1 upon I to the power n. And in previous that means result, you already have 1 upon I to the power I to the power n. Its value is I to the power r. So this can be written as 1 upon I to the power r. 1 upon I to the power means in the similar way, you can trying to simplifying the value of I to the power n, and finally you have a result like that, 1 upon I to the power r, and that is for n greater than 4. This can be used for n greater than 4. So for these results, here you that means very easily learn that how you find the integral power of iota whenever the value of n is positive or negative. Okay, so first of all, you're trying to find the values of different types of iota. Then we are studying about the complex number and what is its standard form, and what are the algebra of complex number, how you represent any complex number in Argand plane, you know. So all that things are studied later on. Okay. So, right, question, evaluate the following. Evaluate the following. And your first question is I to the power 135. Here you have to find the value of I to the power 135. So, as per discussion here, what you do, here you write I and divide it by 4. Here you have 4, here you have 135. Yes, divide it. 4 3s are 12.
Minus iota.
4 3s are 12, and here you have 15. And if you divide here, so 4 3s are 12 again, and remainder is 3. Remainder here you have 3. Understand? Your remainder is 3. So this can be written as 4 into 33 plus 3. So I to the power 135 can be written as I to the power 4 into 33 plus 3, and you can write it as I to the power 4 whole power 33 into I cube, and here you have 1. You know the value of I to the power 4 is 1, so the complete quantity becomes 1. Yes, write it reason, since I to the power 4 is 1, so that's why that is 1, and the value of I cube is what? minus I. So that can be written as minus I. So your final, its value is minus I. Understand? ये चीज समझ में आ गया बेटा कैसे निकालना है? ओके
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक
Yes,
है
sir.
सर
ओके बेटा, फिर मैं आपको क्वेश्चन दे रहा हूं, आप लगा करके वैल्यू हमको फटाफट बताना, ठीक है? यस, राइट इट, राइट बाय ओन एंड trying to simplify, evaluate its value and told me what is your answer. Okay, so you write its second part, I to the power 19. Yes, second question, you have to find the value of I to the power 19.
माइनस है
Minus I, sir.
Minus I. Okay.
Minus I.
और भी लोग लगा लो इसको, वैल्यू ऑफ I to the power 19. कोई ऐसा है जिसका नहीं आया अभी? So just see it, I to the power 19 है अगर ये, so you can write it directly. So just you see, here you write 4, I to the power 4, and if you divide it, so what you have, 4 4 is 16. So if you write here 4 4 is 16, so 3 is left, so you can write the remainder which is obtained can be written as into I to the power 3. You can write in this way also, means I to the power 4 into 4, which makes 16. So if you subtract 16 from 19, you have 3, which can be written as into I cube. So here its value is 1, and here you have minus I. So your result is minus I. So your result is minus I. Okay. Now you write third question, I to the power minus 999. I to the power minus 999. Means here you see that its value is completely depend upon its remainder. Means the value of integral power of I is completely depend upon the remainder which you obtain by dividing it by 4. Okay. How much?
सर 1 अपॉन माइनस आई
1 upon?
माइनस आई
नहीं बेटा, check it again.
-1, sir.
No, no, no.
Sir, I.
I, yes. Its value is I. That is correct. Its value is I.
प्लीज सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन सर
Okay, solve it. Yeah. Just wait. So, if you solve it, the complete result can be written as 1 upon I to the power 999. You can write it this way and divide it by 4. Yeah, write it. So 1 upon I to the power 4 into, so you divide it. So 4 2 ja 8, so you write here 2. 4 2 ja 8, so here 4 4 ja 16. So 3 is here. So 39, so 4 9 ja 36. 4 9 ja 36, understand? So you have 3 remainder, so you write it here into I cube. Into I cube, you write in this way, and just see the complete result, I to the power 4 into 249 becomes 1. becomes 1. So that is 1. And if you putting its value, the value of I cube is equal to minus I. The value of I cube is equal to minus I. And 1 upon minus I is equal to what? I. How you write this step? Just you see. Here you have a result since 1 upon I is equal to minus I. You have this result. 1 upon I is equal to minus I. So what you do, this minus is transferred to left side. So you have minus 1 upon I is equal to I. Minus 1 upon I is equal to I. So in this way you can write its value. ठीक है बेटा, clear हो गया?
Yes, sir.
Noted. Okay, so write next question. Evaluate minus under root minus 1. Here you have minus. Then under root minus 1 whole power 4n plus 3. Whole power 4n plus 3. And here n belongs to natural number. N belongs to n. You have to find its value. So,
Then minus I.
no.
I, sir.
Yes, exactly. सिर्फ I. I is correct. Okay, बेटा देखो कैसे करना है इसको. Here you have minus, so you write here minus. And you know under root minus 1, and the value of minus 1 is what? I square. You know about it.
Yes, sir.
In place of minus 1, you write here under root I square whole power 4n plus 3. And then
Yes, sir.
here you have I. So minus I to the power 4n plus 3. Okay. And distribute it. Here you see that your powers are added here, 4n plus 3. So that can be written as minus I to the power 4n into minus I whole cube. Minus I whole cube. You can write in this way. And that result is 1. That result is 1. So you can write it as 1. Because that be a factor of 4. क्यों? इसको आप 1 लिख सकते हो. So here you have 1.
Yes, sir.
And minus whole cube. So minus whole cube means what? Minus. So minus comes out. And the value of I cube is equal to minus 1. Minus 1. So you write in this way. So that minus comes out from the bracket. And the value of I cube is equal to minus I. Yeah. So minus and minus becomes positive. So here you have I. So its final value is I. Okay. Yes, right, next. The time is about to close. 11:39. So don't worry, we have to solve next questions on tomorrow. Okay, so here you practice similar type of question. I shared after that means closing all the classes up to 1 o'clock. So I shared a slide on that means complex number and also some assessment sheet. Okay, so you're trying to solve the questions from that, because that assessment sheet is actually based on your old syllabus, and the revised syllabus are commenced by the CBSE yesterday. So that's why. No problem. The questions are there. You trying to solve it. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, all of you. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Take care.
Hi, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.